Papoose has filed for divorce from remyma, following the third scandal involving her cheating on him, putting love and loyalty to the finest test possible. Both love and loyalty, which are two of the most fundamental qualities of any relationship, are sometimes put to the test by events that are beyond the control of any individual. Nevertheless, when betrayal becomes a habit that occurs repeatedly, the core of the connection begins to deteriorate. Papoose and remyma, two of the most beloved couples in the hip-hop community, appear to have a difficult and painful past. Papoose has filed for divorce from remyma, citing her third adultery as the final straw in a marriage that once appeared to be impenetrable. This comes after an emotional roller coaster of highs and lows, and it seems unfathomable that this has happened. A marriage that is fortified by strength. For a very long time, Papoose and remyma have been considered to be among the most legendary power couples in the hip-hop industry. They had a love story that many people in the public consider to be like a fairy tale. Papoose, a dedicated spouse and equally brilliant rapper, and remyma, an established rapper recognized for her lyrical brilliance and unabashed demeanor, found peace and support in one another. Remyma is known for her poetic prowess. The year 2004 marked the beginning of their love, and it wasn't until 2008 that they tied the knot in a private ceremony when Remy was sentenced to prison. This was the moment that their connection became even stronger. The faithfulness of the marriage was revered by many people, and the manner in which Papoose supported Remy while she was incarcerated became legendary. The steadfast devotion that Papoose has shown to his wife has left his fans in awe, particularly after he publicly declared his love for her while she was serving time in prison. "I got you," he said, delivering emotional support and keeping the fire of their relationship alive. His actions said volumes regarding the nature of their relationship. The year 2014 marked the release of Remy, and subsequently, their love appeared to reach new heights. Papoose even made an appearance on Remy's track, eazy, which was a scathing diss track directed at Nicki Minaj. This brought the pair back into the public eye, both professionally and personally. However, their professional lives were not the only thing that was thriving. Additionally, the pair had celebrations to commemorate significant events in their personal lives, such as the birth of their daughter in 2018. Papoose and remyma have always seemed to be the epitome of love, strength, and unity, despite the fact that they have had to deal with the difficulties that come with being in the spotlight in the industry. On the other hand, as time passed, cracks started to emerge in the structure. What appeared to be a scenario straight out of a fairy tale was gradually falling apart, and the strains of the spotlight as well as personal concerns started to bring about its own consequences. The initial affair, the betrayal that was the beginning of everything. The year 2017 marked the beginning of the spread of suspicions that remyma had been unfaithful. In the beginning, neither of the couple's agents commented on the charges, which left fans wondering whether or not the stories were nothing more than hearsay from the entertainment media. It was not until later that year that Remy herself revealed that she had made a mistake in their relationship. She did so during an emotional interview, and she admitted that she had been unfaithful to her partner. Remy expressed her regret in public and provided an open and honest account of the challenges she had encountered during their marriage. The incident dealt a severe blow to Papoose and Remy's relationship, despite the fact that Papoose remained faithful to Remy, and the couple appeared to be working through all of their differences. Papoose, despite the fact that he had a tremendous amount of love for his wife, had a difficult time coming to terms with the fact that she had betrayed him, despite the fact that he had chosen to remain by her side. Despite the fact that the couple went through treatment and things appeared to be getting better, the seeds of uncertainty were planted. The question of whether or not Papoose could ever forgive Remy in its entirety lingered, despite the fact that they were making efforts to start again with their marriage. Betrayal leaves deep wounds that are difficult to heal, particularly when the wounds are exacerbated by the scrutiny of the public. Their relationship is being put under stress due to the second affair. Exactly when it appeared that the couple was making progress in moving on with their lives, the unthinkable happening once more occurred. In the year 2020, rumors persisted that remyma had cheated on her partner once more. Papoose was spotted in multiple social media pictures, sans his wedding ring, which added fuel to the fire of the suspicions that were already going around. There was a lot of speculation on the internet regarding the current state of their marriage, and people started to consider whether or not Remy had genuinely grown from the mistakes she had made in the past. As was the case before, the pair did not disclose any information on the allegations. There was an attempt made by both Papoose and Remy to show a unified front through interviews and posts on social media. Despite this, the tension that existed between them was palpable. The fact that the fissures in what had been a strong alliance in the past were growing broader was disappointing to a great number of people. This was the second time that the trust that had been painstakingly established after the initial incident was being put to the testing. This time around, Papoose did not make his forgiveness as accessible to the public. It was quite evident that things were not what they appeared to be on account of his silence, which spoke volumes. As Papoose battled to maintain the veneer of happiness that had formerly come so easily to him, it was clear that he was experiencing a significant amount of emotional strain. This was evident in his interviews. Even though it was a difficult experience, the second affair did not end the marriage. There was certainly a dedication to recovery on the part of the couple, but there were obvious signs of strain in their relationship. In spite of the fact that Papoose continued to support his wife, his actions started to betray the strain that was beginning to emerge in their relationship during this time. A bridge that is built too far. The third affair. After the third affair was brought to light, many people were left wondering how much more Papoose could put up with from that point on. Rumors of yet another infidelity scandal involving remyma began to circulate in the media around the end of the year 2024. At this point, it was extremely difficult to ignore. Papoose, who had been rather silent in the past, took a major step forward when he made the announcement that he was going to file for divorce. Not only did the news send shockwaves through the hip-hop community, but it also sent shockwaves through the greater world of pop culture. A number of serious allegations were made in connection with this third scandal. After discovering graphic messages on Remy's phone, Papoose was able to learn about the affair, according to sources close to the couple who disclosed the information. According to reports, the texts were sent by a fellow rapper, which sparked rumors and conjecture about the nature of their relation to one another. Papoose has revealed in interviews that after confronting Remy, he came to the realization that the trusting relationship between the two of them had been irreparably damaged. On this occasion, it appeared that there was no way to go back. From Papoose's point of view, this was the last straw. His emotional well-being had suffered considerably as a result of the repeated betrayals, despite the fact that he had previously attempted to forgive Remy. According to a statement that he issued to the press, he was quoted as stating, "Enough is enough. My entire possessions were given to her. However, she did not take my love for granted, and as a result, I am unable to prolong this relationship." It is impossible to deny the emotional weight that the statement carried. It was obvious that Papoose was in a lot of agony, and his followers couldn't help but feel sorry for him. A great number of people had been following the travels of the couple for years, cheering for their love story, and now they were watching the tragic conclusion of their adventure. It was said that Papoose's decision to file for divorce was a last-ditch effort to protect himself from further harm. Under the circumstances, no one would continue to put their money into a partnership in which the trust was consistently broken. The reactions and the fallout from the public. As soon as the news of the divorce was made public, it swiftly spread around the internet, and the hip-hop community and fans alike reacted with horror. Papoose's strength and the affection that he had formerly showed Remy were both praised on social media, which was swamped with tributes to both factors. After being betrayed on multiple occasions, fans have expressed their compassion for Papoose and applauded his resolve to stand up for himself following the experience. On the other hand, there were other remyma supporters who expressed their support for her and that they accused Papoose of abandoning her when she was in a difficult situation. There was also commentary from famous people regarding the matter. A significant number of Remy's contemporaries voiced their shock and bewilderment upon hearing the news, while others provided invaluable advice on the complexity of interpersonal relationships. Others were more critical of Remy's behavior, calling her out for taking Papoose's love for granted. Some people turned to social media to remind the pair that love is a journey that may often be riddled with suffering. Others, on the other hand, were more critical of Remy's conduct. Remyma has, for the most part, refrained from commenting on the topic. However, there are rumors that she may address the situation in an album that is yet to be released. The majority of her followers are holding out hope that she will acknowledge the grief she caused Papoose and take responsibility for her actions, while some are less tolerant of her behavior. When it comes to both his own personal introspection and his public atonement, it is quite evident that Remy has a great deal of work to do. The knowledge obtained from the relationship between Papoose and remyma. In light of the tragic dissolution of Papoose and Remyma's marriage, significant questions concerning love, loyalty, and the boundaries of forgiveness have been brought to light. Although it is possible to forgive adultery once or twice, persistent betrayal has the potential to destroy even the most enduring of relationships. The story of Papoose and Remy sheds light on the significance of trust in a relationship, as well as the repercussions that can occur when it is continuously betrayed. One of the most important aspects of their narrative is the realization that love, regardless of how powerful or profound it may be, cannot endure in the absence of mutual respect and loyalty. Papoose's choice to begin the divorce process serves as a timely reminder that there are times when the most beneficial thing you can do for yourself is to remove yourself from a toxic environment. Despite the fact that his love for Remy was real, he ultimately had to put his own emotional well-being and dignity ahead of his love for Remy. It's possible that this will be a time of reckoning for Remy. In order for her path to continue forward, she will need to engage in profound introspection and make a commitment to comprehending the actual consequences of her choices. Redeeming herself may be a long and winding journey, but it is not impossible if she makes the conscious decision to grow from her past errors. How will Papoose and remyma move forward? What are their future plans? There is a lack of clarity regarding the future as Papoose and remyma move on from this difficult chapter in their lives. Papoose would most likely concentrate on his music and his own personal development, possibly using his artwork to explore the anguish he felt as a result of his divorce. On the other side, remyma might devote some time to contemplating her history and possibly re-establishing both her professional standing and her reputation. As terrible as it may be, the dissolution of this marriage serves as a harsh reminder that love, loyalty, and trust are not things that should be taken for granted. This is true regardless of what the future may contain. And although the fact that Papoose's decision to stop the relationship was a challenging one, it served as a demonstration of the significance of self-respect and the conviction that every individual is deserving of love that is unconditional, faithful, and genuine.